Métis homeland. Good afternoon, folks. It is an afternoon here, and it's a beautiful afternoon, and I come back to you on Joe Blyan show. I said to you last when I signed off I would be coming back to you, and this particular show I'm going to be a little more specific on certain matters. I am dedicating this one to the Métis Nation and also Region 1. And it's exciting at this time to think that we are going to have an annual assembly on August the 10th, 11th, and 12th. If I might have missed a number, it's quite possibly be the 9th. However, that's the weekend that's going to come up in a very short while. Exciting things are to be looked forward to. Sunday, it is an election year, so we're going to see many of our candidates for the Métis Nation Assembly running. So they're going to be there, believe it or not. And of course, we want to know who they are. We want to hear them. We want to see what they look like and what's on their platform. And many things we would like to know. I'd like to be able to help out on this. I would like to open the show by saying, who are these people? I don't have all the candidates, but just here in Region 1, I would like to help out because I kind of said I was dedicating this to the Region 1, and I'll be mentioning those I can remember. I don't have the list in my hand right now, but I will get it shortly, and perhaps in the next program I'll be able to say this. Right now, we have a provincial election. As you know, every 4 years we have an election with the Métis Nation, and of course we go to the polls to choose who's going to be president, vice president, and of course the regions as well will go through the same exercise. So folks, it is going to be interesting for the Métis Nation, and I am doing this particular program specifically to kind of tell the first Métis people to kind of wake up to it. I think it's going to be exciting. We'd like to invite you guys, encourage you to come to that assembly. I am part of the Region 1, I don't know if I remember saying that to you, but I'm involved with the Region 1. So there is going to be, I believe, some controversial issues with Region 1 because we didn't exactly sign a few documents that we were expected to, but we had our reasons, and I think you should know about them. And then right now, like I said, we have word of the candidates. Let me just go into that a bit. We are supporting, at least I am, supporting Diane Scoville, who is our president. And I'll give you lots of reasons for that. One, in the time I've known her, she has actually, if you're not a critic, you actually did a lot of things for Region 1. The one thing she did was that she was able to bring 10 locals together and be able to work together and come up to what we're at this time. And we also came up with our own policy as to how we felt that the region and also the locals should be dealt with. In saying that, we also challenged the other regions. What did they have? We produced our own policy. What did the other regions deliver? Or do they even have any locals like we do? We have 10 active locals in Region 1. In saying that, I give a lot of credit to Diane for having been able to be the leader by not expressing her own views and her own thoughts. Instead, she turned to 10 other presidents of the region. So folks, when I talk about this is the purpose of my program today. The other thing I want to talk about, and just get away from Diane for a bit, I want to talk about the man that we are supporting for the presidency of Alberta, and that is Ron Quintel. Ron is no stranger to me. I've had the opportunity in sitting with this guy over the last 6 years on a board, and I got to know the young man, and not only got to know him, I know his procedures, I know how he operates, and yes, I have known many politicians in my lifetime. My name is Joe Blyan. I've been in, this will be my 48th annual assembly. If God's willing, I'll be there. So Ron impresses me as many of the leaders we had, Larry DeMille, Stan Daniels, and many of them probably rolled into one. He is definitely my choice if I am going to make a choice. No offense to Audrey. Audrey herself should know it's time to leave. It's time to shut her down. And Audrey, I hope you listen to my podcast. I never did ever respect you. I'm just saying this out of kindness. There's a new generation coming, folks, and it's alive. I can see it all over. We must give our younger generation an opportunity to participate with us. We as elders, we have a job to do as well, is that to retain the culture, the tradition, the values, and the standards of our nation. That's our job. Let the young people take over. This is what I'm encouraging at this program I'm doing right now. And I also know that, there's a lot of people that are respecting what I'm saying, but I felt that somebody has to talk. Somebody has to say. And I have to tell you guys, I was not encouraged by Region 1 to do this program. This is all my idea and my son. And what I'm saying, it doesn't have to reflect on them. I'm also the regional elder, so I'm feeling rather doing the right thing by trying to encourage our people, the Métis Nation, and to see the real problems that we're faced with. Now, folks, when I mentioned Ron Quintel earlier, a lot of you know him and a lot of you don't know him. I respect him because he has a track record. He showed to a lot of people that he can take a community with a heavy welfare role to a modern community where they got their own homes and things like that. That sounds interesting, but that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. He has the ability to make things move, and for that reason I support him. I think he would make a tremendous president, and I also think that he has a feeling for his people. After all, he is a Quintel, and he comes from in and around Lac La Biche. Looks like all of us, we're all interrelated. So, folks, if you're listening to this program, I thank a lot of you, and I know you want to say your piece, you want to say your views, who you want to choose. But whatever you do, you will make a right choice if you vote for Ron and my good friend, my president, Diane Scoville. So, ladies and gentlemen, other than that, I know there's other people that are running, but I did say I would dedicate this program. It is now election time, folks. Make sure you gas up your vehicle and head down to Lac La Biche. It's time we spoke and heard everybody. The life of the Métis Nation is coming alive, and that's what I said earlier. The spirit of the Métis people is coming alive, and I'm going to encourage definitely through my program. Ladies and gentlemen, please believe me, when I come on this program, I am a dedicated Métis, and I have been for many years. And I've always been excited about Métis election, and this is no different from the others. So, folks, if you're listening to me, in I hope that we will all meet there this next couple of days, and let our presence be known, folks. It is your assembly. Have to go up and no. Can I ask them? No. Hi.